All right, my good black sheeple, how are you today? It is Mr. E. Today is BS report number 132 somehow. And, a funny thing happened. I shuffled the cards and had been getting everything set up, and all the cards fell off the table except for this one. Saint Germain, number 22 in a major arcana of our deck. It's a very special deck, and it is the 514 Tarot of the Black Sheep. Bah! And the Wisdom Oracle of the Black Sheep as well. And our message is that all is provided for and to see perfection now. And that we can change this world one person at a time by seeing the perfection in each one of us. So we are day 5 in our lunar cycle, and this is part of the lunar cycle where the tendency might be to say, oh shit, I said yes, now what? The resistance from whatever intentions you set on the new moon starts to show up. And a lot of times we want to speed up and meet that, but really the trick, the magic trick, is to trust your magic, is what Saint Germain is saying. It's like, now is the time to settle into the beingness of allowing life to come to you and act from intuitive feeling. And so our idea today for the 5th day of the lunar cycle is willingness to slow down and feel opens up the heart. And we saw it yesterday. We saw this thing about blast your situation with love, right? Blast your situation with love. Gosh, I guess Saint Germain's going to go in the center part, and then that one, and then that one, like that. I'm going to pull 7 cards from the tarot deck, and we're going to look at what's on the bottom, and we'll pull 8 wisdom cards. Sometimes we have fears and misperceptions about ourselves that come to the surface at this particular time of the lunar cycle. We hit our resistance, and what we really want to do. Look at that. There's the Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh, how blessed are we? We've got Saint Germain and the Ace of Cups. And the 8 of Cups. Again, they kind of sound the same. Oh, and then we get Bendy, the love dog, showing up as the Emperor. So we got major arcana cards of Saint Germain, number 22, the Alchemy of Innocence, which is 14, which is traditionally the Temperance card, and then we get the Emperor card, number 4. Wow. So that's 3 major arcana, and they're all in a row. So we're going to pay attention to that. Let's get the perfect outcome. What is the perfect outcome? And he came out yesterday as the foundation of the read, and today he's the outcome. So the King of Cups, the master of his emotions, one who is willing to take 100% responsibility for his life. And this could be masculine and feminine, but it's the masculine element of emotional mastery, masculine part of it, which is like precise. It's like, I'm gonna take 100% responsibility. And on the back is the Queen of Coins. So the Queen of Coins is not a direct match to the king, but we do have a king and the queen, and sometimes we get people that come together. Look at the second card, Divine Assistance, the Chariot card, Trust Your Magic. Okay, so Sacred Union. Wow, okay, and Holy Justice. So something is moving really fast right now in our reality. I mean, Saint Germain is the central focus of the read, so everything revolves around Saint Germain. And the quick and early read is trust your magic, connect with the higher dimensions of consciousness, connect with the light, every single day. Spend a little bit of time, and this is what we're doing on Monday and Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. It's a free Zoom. It's on the website, Agent 444. Is we're just connecting with the light, and we're directing the light. The light has no opinion about right or wrong or anything in this world, and the light can be directed to do the will of the light. We're not in charge of the will of the light, but the light does need our direction, and that's how we can really trust our magic and change. And the 8 of Cups in this deck especially is very much about healing after a breakup or a change in your life situation, or when things just went awry. All of a sudden you got out into the mountains and the trees. You decided, see how one of those cups is really big? That's like the 8 of Cups is like to fill your own cup, but to also recognize that it's an opportunity to fill all the cups. It's like, yeah, your cup first, but also fill all your cups. You can fill all your cups. And we have this reverse understanding about the law of love, because In our culture, the man-made law is the harder you work, the more effort you put into it, the more problems you can solve, the more successful you are. And really, what the reverse is true, and that's what Saint Germain is trying to tell us, and this new consciousness is offering to us, is that life can be a lot simpler. Life can be a lot simpler, and it really starts with the Temperance card, which is about patience. It's about patience and letting things work out. It's also the number of the divine feminine, 14. And it's, you can see the two figures on the card, a mother and daughter. It's a motherly sort of energy, mother-child like energy of like seeing the innocence in the child in each person. And when we see the innocence and the child in each person that we're with, we see their spark, their divine nature. Then there's an alchemy that happens. There's magic. There's something beautiful that happens, because it takes all of our, see how these two things are two diamonds next to each other, and then there's two diamonds on the other side, all around it two diamonds, and then we collapse into one big diamond and into one small diamond. It's like two perspectives coming into one. We're not going to see people as good or bad anymore, or right or wrong for us, or set up boundaries. We're going to just proclaim everybody innocent. There's nothing to forgive anyway. Everybody's simply learning on this planet, so we're going to give everybody a pass. Everybody gets a pass. Everybody's innocent. We're going to accept an atonement for not only ourselves, but everybody in our communities and our families. So and we get the princes of the new earth. So the princes they're the messengers. It's kind of like a page. They're movement. They represent movement in the tarot. We have a fifth suit here, so this is the fifth suit of compassion. So like every other suit, we have earth, wind, water, and fire, but we've added the fifth element, the element of compassion. So this is like all the princes and all the pages all put together, and it's really about making new agreements. It's like making new agreements that let everybody win. I mean, these guys are on a mission to tell people in the world, like, there's a way we can make agreements and we can all get what we all want, And so the princes of the new earth are the ones that are planting the trees, and they're also organizing efforts of goodness and light, and they are the compassionate folks. And they are the apprentices of the world. They're the apprentices of the world, of apprentices of the heart, apprentices of compassion, and want to learn as much as they can as they step towards their mastery. Okay, and so that's where we all ought to be right now, is we don't want to look at things like we've mastered it already. We want to be an apprentice to the school of love. Show me in my life how I can see everybody as innocent, and I'm willing to be an apprentice and learn that. I'm willing to learn I'm learning to learn the law of love. And when I learn to use the law of love indiscriminately with everything and all people in all situations, then, a new journey of love shows up. It can only be good. It can only be one that's going to be completely fulfilling and amazing and exactly what my vibration ordered, because my vibration is perfect, and whatever's coming into my life is exactly what's destined to me. And so I can accept everything in my life as a part of what I asked for, because it must have come from me, because it is all vibrating around me and coming to me. So on some level, I am learning through the mastery, through the apprenticeship, the mastery of the school of love, which is, when I love everyone and everything, then new journeys of love start up. Things start over, fresh and new and beautiful and light and free. And then the Emperor comes, and he's the four. The four in the tarot, and this is 4 wands is like stability, 4 coins is like financial stability, and this is not a suited card, but it is the 4 nonetheless. And the Emperor is someone who is very established. I like to think of the Emperor as, having the 4 corners of the sitting on the throne, like in a solid place, like they're really solid in their life. We use Bindi, our love dog, and her predecessor Kiva as the emperor in our life, because we don't want to be so like an emperor that we're stodgy. We want to bring our will in like a dog would bring it in. We're going to be loyal, and we're going to love, and we're going to follow, what the joy that we have. So the Emperor's card coming out is very strong, and the Emperor and the Temperance card on either side of Saint Germain is like creating this alignment between seeing everybody as innocent and being the emperor of your own mind, based in puppy love, like dog love. Love like a dog. Love everybody, And if somebody's mistreating you, maybe move to a different part of the yard, or you don't like what it is, but you could still love them. But it's about being so strong in your love that nobody would even think, nobody would even imagine to mistreat you because you're so strong in your love. It's like so rooted, so down in your love, because it's coming between the Ace of Cups, and then it's coming between the Mastery of Love card. So the Emperor coming in between is saying there's a tremendous opportunity to align yourself with your divine plan and really open your heart to becoming the master of your emotions, and at the same time accepting 100% responsibility for your life. And the only way to take 100% responsibility for your life is to give up 100% control. Now think about that for a second. Wow. MysterE is saying in this read, the Saint Germain is there, he's saying there's the only way to take 100% responsibility is to give up 100% control. Now sit with that paradox and let's see what the rest of the cards say. So we saw the Queen of Coins on the bottom of the deck, and she is telling us it's time to be free of our shame. When we're free of our shame, all is provided for now. When we let the joy flow through our hearts and we recognize that we have everything and we are everything, then the shame is gone and we can just really open up to the blessings that life wants to give. It's about opening up the back of the heart. And the king and the queen, we have a pair here. We have a pair. We have Saint Germain. He's very much like bringing pairs together. And, they might be a little bit different. One might be really good in their emotional, like intuitive world, and one might be really good in their business and economic world, in the way they structure life. And it's like bringing opposites together. We don't know, says Saint Germain. The perfection of everything, we don't know. In other words, we say yes. And we use an innocent mind to go forward to explore the perfection of life. Saint Germain is saying, trust your magic. It's all exactly perfect, as though the diamond is cut perfectly. There's not a false nothing. There's not a, I don't even know what the word I'm looking for. There's not a dent in it. It's perfection. It's perfection. It's perfection. It's perfection. You keep saying yes to it with an innocent mind. We don't know. We don't know. Now for the Eight of Cups. Got this mystery school online. We'd love for you to join it. It is operating as a compassionate economy. Interestingly enough, that popped out, and it is it's like keep trusting that whatever path that you've placed yourself on in the awakening process is the right path. Keep walking down the path of taking care of you. Keep walking down the path. A compassionate economy starts with self-compassion. It's not like an economic system that we're going to funnel and solve problems that way. No, we're doing it the opposite way. We're doing it exactly the opposite. Instead of staying in a bad relationship, we're going to leave that relationship and we're going to open up and fill our cup with so much self-compassion. Then we're going to teach other people to do it the same. And then when we teach all these other people and to teach other people and they teach other people, then all of a sudden everybody's learning about how to be self-compassionate, and then all of a sudden we start moving money around and acting like a different community of people. So we're not imposing economic restrictions or ways to move money. No, what we're doing is we're making everybody fall in love with themselves. That is the compassionate economy, says Saint Germain. It's really that simple. My shirt today, compassion is the new economy. It's all the hearts coming together and all the colors and the spectrum of who we are as human beings, and falling in love with ourselves as we are, seeing the perfection of life. It's when we see the perfection does life come into perfection. See, we keep seeing the errors and we keep broadcasting the errors out because we see errors. And the next card, the Alchemy of Innocence, is saying, no, don't see the errors, see the perfection. There's only one choice and one voice, and that is to love. There is only one choice and one voice. Only one choice and one voice. When we recognize that God is everything and we are God, and we are as God created us, and there's no way that anybody could be guilty of anything, then we're listening to the one voice. Then our intuition is guiding us perfectly along the path, the labyrinth that is life, because we've remembered our nature, and we've made a decision to cut off the part of us by spending time alone and becoming so self-compassionate that we see that we're innocent and free, and we understand that everybody's innocent and free. Then there is only one choice and one voice. We don't have any more confusion in our lives. The confusion is because we think we have a split mind and that people can be wrong and things cannot be out of place. But no, Saint Germain is saying, get into the perfection of it. And I'm told to uncover him. All right, there we go. All right, so now for the princes of New Earth, the ones that are talking about what kind of agreements we can set as a collective to bring everybody's gifts to light. You know, they're saying, hey, look, when we see everybody in their perfection, the gifts come to light and things happen. Feel your blessings to receive. We're so much more powerful than we think, folks. The larger culture has you believing that you need to work a certain way, do a certain thing, that your value is only as much as somebody's willing to give you. And what we're saying is, no, be an apprentice right now. Be an apprentice and say, I'm going to feel my blessings. I'm going to feel that. I'm going to look at everything in my life. I'm going to look at everything around me. Look at everything right now. Take it. Look at everything. Look at everything and feel your blessings. Feel your blessings for what you have. Feel your blessings for what you have. And if you want to stick a visualization of what you would like to have in there, great. Because your feeling body does not know the difference between the two. And when you start to feel your blessings to receive, they start showing up in greater numbers because you are simply broadcasting all the time. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. And when you're broadcasting, I am grateful, the universe can do nothing but bless you because you are simply grateful. All right. So now for the Ace of Cups, it's like the alignment of your will. That's the Emperor, with the higher ascended master realm of divine love, gives us the opportunity to see the innocence. And when we see the innocence, we can become the Emperor. It works both ways. But we got to work with the life. Yeah. These two guys, don't take it seriously, folks. We are simply bags of water and stardust. Okay, so I love that because on the Ace of Cups, you know, this is such a great pairing because with the Ace of Cups, there is a lot of joy in all three of those faces. So that's almost like a Three of Cups, like a celebration. It's like, don't take it seriously, folks. Remember, life is a bit like a festival, an amusement park, and all the rest of it. Go out into the world and enjoy yourself, you know. Feel your blessings to receive. Feel your blessings to receive. It's going to open up new doors of love, especially when you don't take it seriously, which is funny because the next card is the Emperor card, which in the traditional tarot is a serious figure, but it's a dog in our deck, so it's not a serious figure. And the King of Cups is also in this very gleeful mood here, so it's like Saint Germain has brought, you know, the love here today. It's like, can we take a moment to exhale everything and inhale from deep within the earth, from our feet, through our feet, the open soles of our feet to our heart, and hold it there. And hold it there and just feel our blessings for the life that we have and the opportunity to study truth and the opportunity to be enlightened and to serve others and to live our mission and to really be in the truth that, you know, is for us. And exhale to the crown. And open up to the higher dimensions of consciousness of the ascended master realm that Saint Germain is providing us for. Don't take your life too seriously, folks. Be a puppy dog, and you can also be the Emperor, because it's way more not about the boundaries and structures and guidelines you set up, rules you set up, rather. It's really more about, you know, how you live your life. You know, people know how, I mean, nobody's life is invisible. To an awakened person, everything is known. Look at that. The 1111 card comes up. So that's like the wisdom card, which is the same as the Four of Wands, which, you know, if you see other soulmate signs in a read, then this would point towards, you know, some kind of divine union. We're not seeing a whole lot of signs in this one. We have a divine pair, but they're not the same. And then the rest of the cards are, very more like things coming together. Synchronicity is the way I would do it. Like the less seriously you can take life right now, despite what you're being challenged with, if you cannot take it seriously at all, then you're going to open the door for synchronicity. And that's what we want. We want to make it's easy. It can be easy and fun, folks. It can be easy and fun. Synchronicity is fun, you know, when energy moves, man, and it just moves you. Did that card come over? Let's take it. Yeah. Okay, so for the King of Cups, his message today is the wheel is turning in our favor. The wheel is turning in our favor. The wheel is turning in our favor. All right? And that is our mantra right now as a humanity. It's like if we could get everybody saying that mantra, the wheel is turning in our favor. If you want to say it in Sanskrit, it's Om Hrim Anahata Guru Om. Om Hrim Anahata Guru Om. If you want to say it in English, you say the wheel is turning in our favor, and the hour is including everybody. We're including everybody in the hour because we want to see everybody win, and everybody is winning when they understand that their energy system can be connected to the ascended master realm. You can really connect strongly and become powerful like the emperor. And when you see the world as innocence, it's like this reverse paradox. It's like the more supple we get, the more strong we get, the more open we are, the more forceful we are. The more open we are, the more focused we are. It's like using the reverse paradox to bring two perspectives into one, and it all happens with the alchemy of innocence, but being in the innocent mind of saying, yes, we don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know exactly, but we're connected to somebody who does know. And that's what we really want, because we've been playing our silly ego games on this earth for a long time. I think it's time we all, surrendered to a higher will. Surrender to the higher will, spend time by yourself, fall in love with yourself. You are as God created you. There is nothing wrong at all. You are as God created you. You are innocent and free. And when you know you're innocent and free and you share that with other people, there's an alchemy of innocence that's created, and you are now listening to the one voice that has put you squarely on your road to a purposeful life. And be an apprentice to this reality. Be an apprentice to this reality. There's something opening up. Feel your blessings to receive. Don't look at your environment as evidence of what's not working out. Go past that. That's what the Princes of New Earth are saying. Don't look at your reality. Appreciate it. Feel your blessings for what you have, but don't look at it with any kind of judgment, and start focusing on the way you feel good and what gets you feeling good, and use it in your meditation. Bring the light in, shine the light in your conscious on the things you want. Your feeling body doesn't know the difference between a 5D manifestation and a 3D manifestation. So if we can feel it in the higher dimensions of conscious, it must appear in our life, that new journey of love, the thing we really want, the thing that starts the new journey of emotional fulfillment. And it's never about taking ourselves seriously. It's always about enjoying the ride for what it is right now. And when we treat life, as though we're the emperor, but we can also be like a dog in it, things start to be synchronized for us. And then, oh yeah, that's right, we're light and free now, and the King of Cups is saying the wheel is turning in our favor. That's how the mastery comes. The wheel is turning in our favor, in everybody's favor, and we start getting everybody in the world to say that. Then what happens to the world? Well, it starts with a couple of us. Are you open to the possibility of magic is on the bottom, and that's what she's saying. Queen of Coins is saying, are you open to the possibility of magic? Are you open to the possibility of magic? Get out of your linear, rational mind about how your experience has taught you. No, move into something else, says Saint Germain. Move into something else. Move into the innocent mind. Move into the innocent mind. Bring light into your daily practice every day, and watch what happens. Okay, God bless. Thank you so much.